Hey everyone, so if you've been following my blog for a while, you probably know that I'm doing this 365 albums project in which I'm posting one album I've really liked over the course of my life every day for a year. I started in November of last year and I'm going through November of this year. I'm going to do 365 albums, and on any of these, like let's do Shoots Too Narrow, I've got the name of the album in the blog post title, I've got the year it came out, the artist, the album, and then some kind of nice custom background that's based on the album art. I've got a link to where you can go ahead and listen to it on whatever music service you prefer. And I've got a link to this kind of post I did way back in November that was like, hey, I'm going to be doing this. Here's what it's all about. And yeah. So it's a lot of work. It's 365 blog posts over the course of a year, and it's including like custom art and everything. Like, how am I doing this? So let's take a look at the flow. I'm just going to show you how I do one album. So I have this Notion database, which at the start of the year, I just collected a list of like 400 albums that I liked over my life. I have a queue here. These are all the ones that I've said that I like, but I have not posted yet. So there's a whole bunch here, basically album, artist, and the year it came out. And then I have a field over here where I'm collecting the link to that kind of universal page, which you can like see here. Here's the one for Hot Chip that we're about to do. So I have this whole list. I kind of decide which ones I want to post. I kind of do generally random orders. I have a calendar view so I can see what's up. I have a checkbox for whether I scheduled it to post or not. And so this Hot Chip in Our Heads is the next one in my queue. And so let's go ahead and do it. I'll just show you how we do it. So first thing, I need to drag this album art into a sketch document. I have a sketch document this is 5 weeks worth of posts. I actually have like 5 other documents of this, or 6 or 7, I forget how many, but I'm starting at post number 217 in this document. And then, yeah, there's 35 of them here. So lots to do. You can kind of see I just copied from an old album, actually the one that we just looked at, coincidentally. But the next one up in the list is Hot Chip in Our Heads. So I basically reference the Notion database. Here's the name of the album, the artist, and the release year. So I've already put those in for this guy. I've changed the background color to one of the purples in the album art. And now I need to go ahead and customize. And you can see I've actually already started dragging in the artwork, at least for a bunch of these other upcoming ones. We're not going to do them all. We're just going to do one. So and then I have this, basically the Graints, they're called, but it's from LS Graphics, who does a lot of like iPhone and device mockup files, but they also do design things, and stuff like this is really helpful. So basically I am going to try and find something, and I want something kind of like purplish. We could do, let's see, kind of like this guy. So let's go ahead and paste that in here. I'll throw it in the background. We're going to blow it up. I'll rotate this a bit. Oh, I like the pink poking out, so that's kind of decent. And let's do another one for fun. Kind of like this one. This one's actually really reusable. So I'm going to blow it up. We're going to rotate this a little bit, move it over here in Our Heads. And then I'm actually going to do a little color adjustment on this one to kind of make it just a little different, not too much, make it a little less saturated. Anyway, it's not absolutely perfect. Like I could probably tweak this more to make it absolutely perfect, but I have 365 of these to do. So we're just going to kind of move on from here. Normally I would do kind of like 2 or 3 rows at a time and then export them all at once. But this is pretty good. And actually I don't like that that's clipping there. So let's do that. And then let's blow it up a little bit. There we go. So we're going to say that's good. So we're going to go ahead and export this to my downloads folder. I actually already exported it, but this is better. So there we go. Now I'm done with that. Now what I need to do is close this. I have my Ghost backend here, and it would be just a pain to have to like copy paste, like do all these things. So what I've done is I've made a crazy keyboard Maestro automation where I can just copy the name of the album, and then I can, with my mouse hovering over the link, I can go ahead and hit a keyboard shortcut. It's going to go to the URL. It's going to copy that, save that, open up my blogging backend. It's going to open this up, fill everything out for me as it should. I do have to drag this in myself, which is kind of annoying. But there we go. Continue. It's going to keep doing things, schedule for later. And if I remember from the Notion thing, this goes on the 22nd and at 7 a.m. So June 22nd. So June 22nd, 7 a.m. is when I post them all. Continue, publish. There we go. So all set. It's going to be published. I go back, and then if I'm batch doing them, I would just copy the next one, paste it, and then do the automation again. So if you want to see actually, my automation for that is pretty elaborate. This is it. So I don't have time to explain it. It's basically elaborate screen scraping and like getting the clipboard, saving it as a variable, copying something else, saving that as a variable, and then like inserting it into all these things. But anyway, there's tons going on here. There's way more than I can show. But basically, now that I've scheduled that to post, I can say posted. It disappears from my queue because of my filters that I've got set up, and then I have my next ones ready to go. And again, I can see it on the calendar view. I can see it. I have a queue of upcoming posts. And so that's basically how I do it. And I have a couple scheduled here. I like to keep like 10 to 15 scheduled, so I'm a little light right now. But yeah, that's basically what I do to get all of these to go out to the blog. And yeah, so far, every single day, haven't missed a day. Hopefully it will continue. And again, I'm sorry this is blinking. I'm actually recording this on macOS Sonoma on Developer Beta 1. So the fact that anything's working at all is a miracle. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.